Hello everyone, my name is Crystal or Classy, and today we are starting the Let's Play for Pokemon Arceus, so let's just dive right in. Welcome to my realm, located beyond both time and space. It is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. Now I wish to know thine appearance. So I'm going to go with this one. What is thy name? And we're just going to go with Crystal as always. Yes. Crystal, soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee, a world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokemon. Crystal, seek out all Pokemon and thou shalt find me once more. Here we go. It's like we're stuck in like a wormhole here. So what, did like a Pokemon like awake us or something? I don't know. I feel like the beginning is always a little confusing to me. Even though I played this before. So exciting. Wake up. Oh, do wake up, won't you? Look at the Pokemon. Are you alive, my girl? They're so cute. You gave me quite the shock falling from the sky like that, but thank goodness you seem unharmed. Who are you? I'd like to ask you the same. I mean, you fell out of the sky, you understand. Come on, who in the world does that? Aliens? I'm gonna say your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I doubt it. I see. You seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some directions? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? I don't know. So you don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? Somehow, I guess. At least that's what I would say. Actually, maybe I wouldn't say that. I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. So cute. Foom. Plish splash. Oh my, I completely forgot I just caught up to these 3 wondrous Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appear here. But do you even know what a Pokemon is? Of course I do. We fell from the sky seems to have some common ground, eh? These 3 Pokemon belong to me, mysterious creatures, what that they are. What might your name be? That name has quite the ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. But I do apologize, I haven't even introduced myself. Laventon, Professor, Pokemon Professor, blah blah blah. And then they scurry away. Oh, blast and bother, my darling Pokemon, why must you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. Wait, you three, wait. Which means we have to go save his Pokemon, of course. So we have to head this way. There's a glowing beeping object over there. Investigate. What is it? You found something that resembles a phone. It's probably your phone, but it's changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating from it. A message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon thee this ARC phone and thy mission, seek out all Pokemon. Very mysterious. Alright, we'll just keep going ahead here. Also, by the way, do you guys say Pokemon Arceus or do you say Pokemon Arceus? Let me know down in the comments below. Ah, alas, yet another miss. Aha, I'm glad you come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these three first. I already know about them. Now that one's Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. Crew! And Cyndaquil. That one over there's Cyndaquil. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it's surprised or irate. Vroom! Oshawott! So cute. The Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its belly. Plish Splash! Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing, how to go about catching Pokemon. We know all about catching Pokemon. 50 Pokeballs. Explanation. Every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. I knew that, and that's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. They're one of the amount of Pokemon, and why the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball, comfy as can be, and with that, you've caught a Pokemon. I know we've just met, but I'm afraid no one else to turn to. I'd be awfully grateful if you could catch my 3 runaways. Now, the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon and let the ball fly. It's quite simple. And though far be it from me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in this area. Okay. Yes, we already know how to catch Pokemon. So. Also, I kind of know who I'm going to pick for my starter in this game, so yes. I'm not going to say yet, though. Oh, wonderful, you caught a Pokemon. It seems you quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business, Crystal. Jolly useful skill to have around here. Only 2 of my darling runaways left now. You don't seem fearful of the Pokemon in the slightest. Well, no. I think I've done this before. Can we sneak yet? Bravo indeed. One more. Alright. Rowlet up here. If you guys want to guess of who I'm going to pick, you can go ahead and guess if you want. Of who I'm going to pick, I mean. Yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old girl. Old girl. I mean, I am kind of old, but I'm not that old. I mean, he's calling us old girl in the game. And aren't we supposed to be like 15-ish? Thank you very much indeed. Oh, what a relief to have them all back. You see the 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. And as I mentioned, they bolted from the village, almost as if they knew you'd come falling. But I must say, Crystal, I was taken aback by how well you use Pokeballs. How is it that you catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? Because I'm special. One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here and now. Seek out all Pokemon. That object is an Arcphone, you say. What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? If you'd indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. Really? I never would have guessed. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokédex. Yes, a proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must of course catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs only have just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. A situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Come on now, what do you say? Shall we help one another out, my girl? Okay, why not? Then whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We have a Pokédex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village, then we'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me then onward to Jubilife village. Okay, it is called Jubilife. So that is the thing we are looking at. That we fell from. Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young lady was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing her into the village for a bit. Graphics in this game is so nice. This way, if you please. Jubilife Village has come a long way thanks to the fine people of the Galaxy Expedition team. This road we're on now is known to the locals as Canala Avenue. The village was built scarcely 2 years ago. There's much to do yet and not many to do it. And since we know so little of the local Pokemon, people hesitate to set foot outside the village. Now that impressive building up ahead of us is Galaxy Hall, headquarters for its entire outfit. He talks so fast. Oh, botheration, I almost forgotten. I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask you to wait for me at the canteen? It's just past this bridge here, then to the left, the Wallflower it's called. Wallflower, got it. My Arcphone is beeping. Somehow it seems to show where you need to go next. Okay. Well, frankly, I know where to go for the most part, so I can kind of talk to some people. Learn something new. Well, now aren't you awfully suspicious? The Wallflower is for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. I'm notorious for voice acting. Who in the world are you, and what's that bizarre garb you're wearing? A Pokemon could slice right through those flimsy excuses for clothes. For you to get in here, someone must have vouched for you. Mr. Professor Laventon, do you two know each other? He's from a region a long way off. Not the most reliable sort, though, letting Pokemon run off and give him the slip and all. 3 more of them got away just a while ago. If I hadn't been resting up after some Pokemon drubbed me with a move called Thundershock, I'd have corralled them for sure. But the professor, well... Unfortunately, it's just as Ray. I'm a clumsy sort of fella, to put it mildly. Ack! But everything will be quite alright now. Crystal here has agreed to help us with our Pokédex. As in she's going to join the survey course? What makes you think that's a good idea? We can't just stick in any misfit who wanders out of the wilderness. I'll allow it. Gah! 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 Assuming the individual can contribute to the survey corps, that is. I am the captain of the Galaxy Team's survey corps. You may call me Silene. Silene? Kylene? It's one of the two. Professor Laventon has told me how you helped secure his Pokemon when they slipped his control, and now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be 15 or so. Quite old enough to work for your keep, but we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Oh-ho! A most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite alright. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. That's me too. Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter, the rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, eh? Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi, if you please, but make it for 3 today. Mochi? Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never failed to please. Where'd you find this stranger in the first place, Professor? Ah, well, you know, that great hole in the sky, the one people call the space-time rift. Our new friend fell right out of it. Was that a joke? Come, now, I am a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with facts. Now, you already know there are many Pokemon here in the Haisu region. Sure, they're all over the place, in the grass, in the forest, in the ocean. It's up to us in the Survey Corps to help to study them and figure out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. It's all impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. That's where Crystal will come in. Oh, that was quick. She successfully caught 3 Pokemon, 3 of them in quick order, you understand. Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of a feat such as that. This means we finally can begin our Pokemon research in earnest. That's really something. We count ourselves lucky when we manage to catch a single wild Pokemon while fending off their attacks. Oh, well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well, and it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. That's me, just call me fearless. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know. The slow progress on that Pokédex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now have your fill, Crystal. And think if you make it into the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky. That was quite delicious indeed. You're awfully relaxed about all this. Do you know that we won't get to have Crystal join the Survey Corps unless she passes a trial? Isn't Corps Isn't the PNS silent? I'm pretty sure it is. Not to worry, I have complete confidence in Crystal's skills. Let's hope it is not misplaced. Crystal, was it? For tonight, at least we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. But if you fail to pass the trial we put you to tomorrow, you must move on. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate and perhaps your death in the wilds. Try not harsh. No pressure. Captain Silene's like Haisu. In a way. They're both pretty harsh. Now she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turn in for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons. We sleep in here. I imagine our new friend has had enough falling for one day. And with that, I bid you both a good night. Yeah, sleep tight. Still, people falling from the sky, that's some kind of story. Alright. What's this? Huh. Nothing? Oh yeah, that's where you get the hairstyle. I think this is the clothing. You never seen clothes like where I come? I don't know. I want to... Honestly, I wouldn't be caught dead wearing these clothes either. I'm not a shorts person. What's this? Survey tips contain all sorts of useful information. Okay. Alright, we know about the autosave. Okay, before we go to sleep, I want to actually... go to settings. Oh wait, it is on fast. Okay, it is on fast. Alright, let's rest up. Another cutscene. The next day. Hey, and there you awake. That was some wild lightning last night, right? Anyway, if you're up, come on up. Alright, I think we're gonna end here for the night. And then next time we get on, we will pick our Pokemon and do the first trial. So thank you all for hanging out. And the next video will be up shortly in a few days or so. So stay classy, and I will see you all next time.